All right, we are starting the morning off with a birth from Trinket here, and we already had another one. The babies were already on the ground by the time we got here this morning. So it's looking like today may be a bit of a busy day. So she has been having contractions for a good little while now, and we've not seen a lot of progress, so Graydon's going in to check and see if things are aligned properly.
The head's way the heck down there. She's trying to push his shoulder out.
That's ideal. Not. So
she's got a really small birth now.
So we're dealing with a small birth now and a incorrectly positioned kid right now. The head is tucked back into the womb, and she is presenting with one leg and a shoulder first. So Graydon has got to get in there, get the head in proper position, and then potentially go back and fish the second leg out if necessary.
So, like, the back of its neck is facing out, and its head is pointing this way, like right here. That's where it's at.
Yikes.
So I can't just pull it towards me because it's just making it stick the back of its head out. Somehow put its jaw around. But there's not a lot of space to do that.
And sometimes the angles that your arms bend at don't work against you, and so you have to twist yourself into a position where you can actually make the angle that you need to.
Good job.
What?
Got the job.
All right, so he got the jaw up, so we now have a nose and one hoof.
No, I had to push it back.
Okay, so because of how narrow she is, he had to push the leg back in to be able to get the nose where it needed to be, which is the number one important thing. So he's going to put on some more lube and probably go back and try and get that leg up now so that she can deliver the baby close to a normal presentation.
Stop crushing my hand. I'm on your side here. Try to go back out.
Do what?
The head's turning sideways so that it can scooch back. Easy. Definitely dry too. If the head goes back, we'll push the leg and go get the head again. Just try to pull her out. Rock it because she's getting dry.
Rock.
Just that.
Okay. Go back and get the head.
If the head goes back and we just have a leg again, it'll be the other leg. But what we'll do is we'll just shove that leg back in, go get the head, and then we won't try and get the leg again because then we'll lose the head again.
Yep. Okay, so she is having a bit of a time here. We have one hoof out, the head is in position, and she is just really, really narrow in the birth canal right now. So not the best situation. Graydon, who broke his collarbone 2 weeks ago, so he can only use his left hand, is gonna swap out for me so that I can attempt to use my right hand, which just has a little bit more finesse per se, and than his left hand does. And we're gonna see if we can get this kid out here, because it's just trying to twist back in. Graydon is unsure if this kid is alive at this point. He's not seen any movement on the baby's part indicating that it is alive. That is not a fantastic indication that it is not alive, because quite often we see babies in the womb not moving at all anyways, so there is a decent chance that this one is still alive, but Graydon is worried that potentially this one is not alive at this point. Remember when I said it was going to be a busy day? Well, meet busy day. No, Villette just had a baby as well while we were dealing with Trinket, so we are now at 3 deliveries for the day. Trinket is doing okay, but the baby was indeed not alive, so she just had a single, and it looks like it's been dead for a little while in there, so she's probably going to get, we're going to be watching her pretty carefully to make sure that everything goes well and that she's healthy. Meanwhile, we are checking Villette to see if she has a second, which she does. So Graydon is dealing with that. Alright, so we've got hooves, and there's a head. And there's a towel right here, Graydon.
There it is.
Nice catch. Get the nose dried off. Did you get it all over you?
Just a little on my face.
Just a little on his face.
Pretty
Hey,
good.
you want to come say hello, Villette? All right, well, we have 2 girls out of Villette here, so that's good news. She is a little bit unsure what to make of her kids right now, but she's starting to warm up to them and be a little bit of a better mother, so that's good to see. But this is the firstborn, a little all-black one, and then this is the secondborn, a broken chamoise, because she's got the little white marks on her sides. So while Villette is in here taking care of her babies, I am going to take a quick look out at all of the other girls, because I still have not managed to do my check for the day to make sure that everybody looks good, because every time I've gone to do a check, we have had, oh no, they just opened the gate. We've had another one decide to begin delivering, so it's been a fun day. I am about to take Trinket over to the milk room to get her some medication, some warmer, and get her some molasses water, because she didn't have a very easy birth. So I'm going to see what I can do to get her just a little bit up and up again.
So is that black or broken black?
Solid black. Well, somehow the goats decided to get out, so now we're going to spend the next 5 minutes getting them all back in the pen that they're supposed to be in, because it's the close one. It's that one right there. What a day. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. Here, girls. Here, girls. Okay, well, this isn't working that great, but we got a bunch of them. Okay, well, we got them all back in the barn.
Maple.
Now we got to get them into the correct stall.
They're so jacked up. They're like, woo! It's so excited.
They do get so excited.
Maple is just leading the charge. She's the one that's not pregnant, so she's running around like a maniac, and the other pregnant does like, oh, okay, we're doing this.
Oh, Maple's not pregnant?
No, I don't think so.
That's
Sierra
unfortunate.
might not be
Yeah.
either. Look at her. Yeah, Maple, Villette, and Sierra, these 3 running around like.
Villette,
I meant virtuous.
Virtuous. There we go. Sounds like a good idea.
Because I went in to get Villette when she was having her kids.
Ah,
And I locked this because they only have one
you
arm.
heard it on camera. Okay, and we're back to taking care of baby goats. Because, you know, just a good little distraction. It's exactly what we needed. We decided to name them Vipri and Verlin. So that is the 2 little girls out of Villette. All right, so we are up to 19 babies born so far. This wasn't exactly how I expected to spend my morning, but it was a morning well spent. So hopefully we will be done for the rest of the day because I am now thoroughly behind on the majority of my work. We'll catch you all later. Bye. Well, we thought maybe our day would have a chance to be over, but definitely not the case. We've got Zeolite here, who is about to pop out her first one, and then we'll see what she has after that. We've got one hoof poking out and the second hoof is right behind it. We've got a normal presentation, so I'm letting her do a bunch of her stuff by herself for a second. And I'm right here if she needs me to help. She decided to take a break from contractions to go ahead and lick this towel and make sure it's a good clean place to put her baby. She's been licking it for like 2 or 3 minutes at this point. And we have an audience. Alright, we are almost out at this point. She's having really good, strong contractions. And we were over here making sure everything went smoothly. A lot of times you can just put gentle pressure in almost a downward motion on the legs sometimes, and that can just help guide the baby out a little bit. But she's having fantastic contractions. She doesn't really need that. Fantastic contractions.
Never seen such.
And here comes our baby. Good job, Mama. Good job. Okay, well, we're mostly out. We're still. Okay, we're just gonna stop there. There we go. There's the hips. Come on. There we go. Alrighty. And the first one is out. Hey, here's Mama with her baby. It is a girl. So that's one girl there, and then we will see if she has a second here in just a second. Well, we had a second very quickly. I went in to see if there was a second, and she decided to have some contractions, and it was out within a few seconds. So now we have two. The first one was a girl. The second one is also a girl. So twin girls for Zeolite. Alright, it is time to give these babies their shots. I sound funny because I had the syringe in my mouth so I can pull the cap off. Meet Zerai and Zafia. Zeolites, two girls. Zerai ended up being over 9 pounds, and Zafia was very close to 9 pounds. So two relatively large babies, which is always nice to see when after they're delivered. Well, while you're in delivery, it's always a little bit less ideal, but Zeolite did a fantastic job and didn't have too much trouble delivering these two. So all around, a very good kidding. And now we are here with Zeolite. Zeolite is...
Zeolite?
Oh, sorry, not Zeolite. That was the last one. Zelita. I wonder why I got that confused. Anyway, Graydon is checking her. She is clearly ready to deliver. He's just making sure that she has a proper presentation and that the kid indeed all aligned and ready to come out.
That was a little.
And here comes
Pretty big.
the baby. We've got our little nose out. And there's the head.
Breathing.
And oops, there we go. Good job, Mama.
Okay, it's actually pretty tiny. It looks pretty big.
And there's her baby. She is not quite sure she wants to have too much to do with this baby. She is giving it a few licks, but that's about it. She is still yawning, a little bit of grinding her teeth, so there's a decent chance that she has a second in there, and she's just kind of waiting to move on to the next one before paying too much attention to the kid. Graydon is checking to see if there's a second, and he said there is. So, is it right there, or are we going to be a second?
No, it's right there.
Okay. He says it's right there, so she's still having good contractions. That's what we like to see. You can see her, she's pressed up against my knee here so that she can get some better leverage every time she goes to contract.
I think it's another girl.
Graydon says he's feeling like it's another girl, which for those of you who don't know, Graydon likes to feel the horn buds while they're still inside and be able to have a decent idea of what the gender is. I would say you're probably, what, 70, 80% accurate? Maybe 90.
It's pretty accurate.
What do you say? It's pretty accurate, specifically when it's a boy. Sometimes when it's a female, it can just be a small buck instead. So that's one of the things that he looks for. And our second one is out. Let's get a towel, dry this one off so it can breathe. There we go. Graydon's gonna go ahead and check the gender of these two.
It's a girl.
First one is indeed a girl, and the second one
I was wrong. It's a boy.
is a boy.
There's
So
something there.
that's our boy. So girl and a boy for Zelita, who is clearly fed up with us. She's like, we're not interested in anything other than sulking. Hey, baby. You wanna say hey? Yeah, she's had it. We've got the newborn babies over here crying for mama. And we've got mama over here who decided it's time for dinner. Meanwhile, in other parts of the barn, we are getting the babies the rest of their milk. Obviously, this is not Pepsi. We just fill it with milk before we feed the babies. And the rest of them are just running around the room like a bunch of crazies. Well, she is figuring it out and doing a good job. So we named them Zemlok and Zikali. So that's Zikali, the girl there, and that's Zemlok, the boy, out of Zelita. And here are the rest of the girls. They are all kind of looking like they've calmed down for a little bit. I don't have any that are looking like they're going to deliver within the next hour and a half. So that's good, because it has just been one after another today. Out in the baby barn, we have all of our little babies who are ready for their dinner bottles. And so they are coming to say hello. And we've got these ones over here. Hey guys. So that's the babies, and it is about time for their bottles, and we'll be bringing out the rest of the babies into this pen. First, we'll come in to say hey. It has also started to rain, so that's always fun. But yeah, that's kind of what we got to wrap up for the day. We got to get the goats their food, get these guys their bottles, and then, oh, here's Sam with a bottle. Getting them their bottles, and then we will be done for the day. This is Tracy I'm feeding right now. She is the oldest of the babies, and she definitely knows how to get onto a bottle and stay on the bottle, even with all the other ones fighting for it, and she is still one of the smaller ones in the pen, even though she is quite a bit older than a lot of them. These ones over here are locked in a death grip, thinking that they are both trying to nurse, but realistically, both of them are just trying to nurse off of the other one. There they go again. Alright, kids are all fed, and it is time for us to wrap everything up and go home. We'll see you guys tomorrow.